Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This one's going to be a good one, as you can tell. Ain't nothing like a GM-17. Welcome back everyone. As you saw in the intro, very special video. We're going to be taking a look at the GM-17 leather mask. I have 3 examples to show you, and they're all unique in their own certain way. That being said, a little brief history. The M17 leather mask was first introduced in June 1917 to replace the rubberized GM-15 style masks. Because of the rubber shortage that ended up happening, they needed to change things up, and so they ended up going with some sheep leather. A lot of the troops, they constantly had issues with the gummy mask, of it fogging, like lenses fogging up, lots of sweat due to the rubberization of the mask, creating a lot of sweat, fogging lenses, and also they were super fragile, especially in the combat zone. So Germany had to create something new, and they came out with this idea of using leather. First tested January 1917. They created these mass issue, and these were used until the end of the war. Some of them were replaced with the GM-18 near the end of the war, but this pretty much was the tried and true till the end. Obviously, the biggest features about this mask that stick out from everything else is its leather and also the spider eyes. The maintenance of the mask, the soldiers would have to go and keep adding oil to the leather, because leather does dry up eventually, so you have to keep maintaining it with constant use of oil on the mask to prevent it from the chemical agents. Let's switch over to the periscope camera. So we got 3 examples here of the GM-17. These were treated with oil. This one you can kind of tell a little more because it's darker. These ones are a bit dried up just through time. The gummy mask had to end up getting replaced because of the shortage of materials. So this is the way, this is the new style that they went with. Nice thing about these masks compared to the gummy masks is that it had a tighter fit on the user, and it also addressed a lot of issues from the previous model lenses and fogging, etc. There are 3 different sizes of masks, and they're usually marked on the flange, the filter flange, which I can show later when I take the filters off. The lenses, they ended up replacing the lenses and used a double acetate lens. And so what that would do is it would prevent the fogging from happening because it would absorb the moisture. Another nice thing was that the lenses themselves, they're a lot bigger, beefier, which means that, you know, you won't get bent lenses or lens frames or anything like that. They're a lot more rigid. And on top of that, you also have the extra protection due to the wired mesh or the spider web inside the lens. It also helped out the sturdiness of the lens itself. Just like the later version of the gummy mask, you got the classic 6-point harness with the good old spring with cotton fabric style, and that's all on all 3. It also comes with a nice thick single string or a fabric strap, also on all 3. Sometimes you can, with some masks, you can find name tags either there or on the Y harness of the user, which is pretty neat. Another cool feature about this is the outer edge, sorry. It has like a lacquer, and that just also increases the resistance and prevents a lot of leakage. They incorporated the little string here, twine, and so that was to keep the filter up like so and prevents it from dragging down. This one, they should be attached to this little piece here, but for some reason this one's just attached there. but it would end up being attached to the back of the harness here. And that's just to keep the mask up from, or the filter up. The cool thing about these masks is they're all different. Like this ring is different from this ring. This ring's welded on. This one was probably similar to this. Another feature, just like the gummy mask, it's a removable filter, which is always good to have. You know, once one of these expires or whatever, it's used up. You can replace it super easy. By this time period, they ended up using a lot of the 11C11 filters till the end of the war. So here's the filters. I haven't actually taken a look to see what we have here. This one's a C11 with the snap-on band. This one's also an 11C11. No band. And this one is also 11C11, but this one's kind of neat because this one wasn't even used. It still has the cap on the end. So those are the filters. As you can tell, this mask is a 1. This one here is also a 1. Different style, obviously different manufacturer. This is a D3. So this is the biggest mask, I think. All the canisters, as you can tell, they were also all dimple out, including this one. Like the previous video, you got the D5 canister. This one doesn't have it, but usually you have your spare lenses and then instructions in the bottom. This one's nice, no instructions, but I believe this one has lenses. Yep, lots of spare lenses. So this one has original instructions and lenses. This is also a very nice set because it does have the original strap to it, where this one's neat because we got a name. I don't know if you can see that. We got a name, probably a unit. And then this one also has that little strap that attaches to your tunic button. This one, I believe, is an earlier model, and you can tell this because it still has the leather, the spare leather bits there, because in this one, it does not. And same with this one. This one I think is later war. One thing I do want to show you about this mask, this one's very special in particular, and this one still has the original seal on the inside. I haven't seen any with that besides in my big book here. As you can see, that's how you change out the lenses. This one is neat. It does have that little tab there for your string, and then one in the back. These are my favorite masks. I think they're the coolest. They're unique, and I've never seen a mask made out of leather before. All have the carrying string. Well, that's another video for today of the GM-17. If there was any information that I might have missed about the mask or anything like that, you can always put it in the comments. I'm gonna read them, maybe improve, do a better video later on in the future. Majority of my information I got from the big book. I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for another video. I can do another video of the GM-15 mask and the GM-17 mask all displayed, and then just kind of do a good go over video if that's up your niche. But until next time, I guess I'll see you later. See you in the next video.